Since 2020, Netherlands Food Partnership and Wageningen Centre for Development Innovation have been delivering the Food Systems e-course every year. Over 3,000 participants joined the e-course from government, NGOs, knowledge and research institutes, private companies, and producer organizations throughout the world. They learned the concept and principles of food systems and what it takes for a sustainable food systems transformation.
Over the past 5 editions of the Food Systems e-course, there were many questions and requests on how to use the food systems approach on concrete challenges. Where do you start if you want to analyze a specific food systems case? What tools could you best use and in what way? To tackle this request, we designed this pilot where we go through some of the steps that can form the basis of a more in-depth analysis of a specific food system challenge.
For the first time in 5 years, the 2024 edition was followed by a 5-week practical training, Food Systems in Practice, organized for groups of participants from organizations in 4 countries.
We talked with various organizations, but in the end, the teams we trained were a mix of people from organizations that participated in the 2024 Food Systems e-course and others within those organizations interested in the topic of food systems. The diversity in the cases and contexts made it interesting for the participants in each group to see how these tools can be used in different challenges.
So welcome everyone to this first plenary live session. My name is Bram de Groote. Together with my colleague Marie and my other colleague Wim will also support us from the Netherlands Food Partnership.
The objective of this pilot practical training was for the participants to come with some concrete leverage points and action for intervention in a challenge they are facing.
Which group would like to go next?
They first explored their cases to identify the main elements and relationships of the food system and to define the objective of its transformation. Next, they did stakeholder analysis and continued on food system mapping. They identified the drivers, activities, and outcomes of the food system and also the possible leverage points for their interventions. They subsequently redefined their cases to have a clear picture of the problem, opportunities, and the desired impact. Finally, they presented their strategy with prioritized leverage or entry points. These leverage points and the information acquired in the different tools used in this analysis can then form the basis of a more detailed action plan for each organization.
The objective has been met with all 4 groups presenting 2 identified leverage points and what would be needed to implement them, such as resources, partnerships, and the time to implement them, its trade-offs and synergies, and the impact they would have.
Now that the objective is met, what lesson can be drawn from the pilot practical training?
I realized that most active groups were the groups that met each other offline to work out the assignments on paper. This created a more connected group and some peer pressure to make sure you came prepared for each of the live sessions. In future practice trainings, I would make the requirement that groups meet up and do the assignments face-to-face, that we give the trainings face-to-face as a whole to be more effective and create a more impact.
If the annual Food Systems e-course is complemented with a follow-up practical exercise such as this one, it would indeed be a significant incentive for participants. So, will there be another Food Systems in Practice training next year?
We are thinking of redoing this short training on food systems in practice again. However, the details, the setup, and the type of organizations has still to be decided. An idea would be to do a face-to-face Food Systems in Practice training after the Food System e-course in country with a group of the most active participants of that country.